Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here, once again with another video, and today, or this series of videos I'm going to be doing, is going to be called uh, Horror Hangouts, Halloween 2 2024, Horror Hangouts with Uncle Bob. Some special videos I'm going to be doing over the course of Halloween 2024. So it's going to be horror hangouts with Uncle Bob, and basically they're going to be some quite short videos, maybe like 10 minutes or so, and we're going to be talking about what I'm going to be doing over Halloween and what you guys are going to be doing, and also what DVD, horror films I'm going to be watching, or at least, each episode is going to be like about four horror films I'm going to be watching. Not in this, well, four films I'm going to be watching each episode, so, I'm going to be showing you what films I'm going to be watching in this episode, and then, it'll be four films in the next one, and then four films next one, and yeah, just talking a bit briefly about the ones that I'm going to be watching. So obviously every Halloween I watch all the horror franchises I've got in my collection. I watch all the films one after the other each day, or mostly towards the weekend, because there's not time to watch them during the week, but like Friday, Saturday, Sunday I'll watch horror films. And yeah, so we start as always every year with the Friday the 13th DVDs. So, franchise. So obviously we start with the first one, which obviously Friday the 13th Part 1. Well, it's just called Friday the 13th, it's not Part 1, but it's Part 1. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, obviously I'm a fan of Friday the 13th and Jason, but the first one I'm not particular overly fond of. I know a lot of people say about it and it's popular, but I think it's more or less because it's, Jason's not in it until the second one really, so I'm not really overly keen on the first one. Yeah, I tend to not be that fussy. I mean, it's quite good, the plot, um, about Jason the bum, and then you sort of like, because it was a guessing game, wasn't it, at the beginning. You had to guess who was going around doing the murders, and obviously it turned out to be Jason's mum. And then, yeah, so it turned out to be her. And yeah, as I said, I don't like it that much, but yeah, it's all right, I guess. But yeah, I don't like it as much as the other parts. But I'm going to be watching that first, and obviously part two, which is obviously brings Jason actually in it. After it's the first one's about his mum, and then the second one is, that brings actually Jason in it. And I actually think this is probably one of the best Friday the 13th films, actually, to be honest. I think I quite like the whole story in it, and I quite generally like it all the way through. I think it's really cool. It's planned out well, and the murders, the kills are pretty good in it, and obviously Jason comes in it, which is really, really good. First time introducing the actual character that we actually see him on screen, Jason, and he looks awesome, and he looks really scary in this. Obviously it's the one, where he hasn't got the hockey mask yet, which is what I've got on for this special video. And yeah, so you see him the first time, and I think it's generally good all the way through. It's just cool. Obviously having Jason in it, the kills are pretty good and awesome, and yeah, I think it's really good. Part two, and then obviously part three. Now part three is obviously, I think in general, I think it's quite good. I do like it in general, and the kills are pretty good. I think it's quite an iconic one, and it's obviously the first one we see him actually with the the hockey mask on. Obviously he has the bag over his head in the second one, and he's obviously got the mask in the third one, and so that's quite iconic, and his look is quite iconic. I think it's quite iconic in general. As I said, it's the first one we see him with the mask on, and yeah, I think it's pretty good all the way through. Kill's quite good. Yeah, I'm not sure if I do like it as much as the second one, but it's still pretty good. It's one of the early cool ones. Anyhow, it's pretty good. Good watch, part 3. And then obviously the final part in this, obviously the first 4 films I'll watch, you know, for the, for Halloween, and then obviously the 4th one, which is the final chapter, or it was in the first 4 films, I'm not sure if they already planned to continue after this, or whether that was, I think that, I don't know whether they decided to stop it after the first 4 and then continue, or whether they just didn't know whether it was continued or not. But anyway, I think it's obviously it was the 4th, final chapter in that first 4 films, but then obviously it did continue. And obviously final part where obviously you see Tommy in it for the first time, obviously introducing Tommy into that, and a whole thing with the storyline involving Tommy, so that's the first time he's introduced in that. Obviously it's Jason, isn't it, back again, obviously hockey mask, and I think this is generally a good, I think this is probably actually one of my favourite horror films, and one of my favourite Jasons. So I think again, like the second one, I think this and the second one I like quite good. I think it's generally quite good all the way through. I think it's quite fun and enjoyable. The kills are cool, and I just think it turns out well. And I just think it's just one of those films, horror films, where you can just sit and relax and watch it. And I think it's just, I think it's just cool, and it's just, I don't know. Some horror films just don't seem to be as relaxing, but it's just, it's one of them ones where you just feel quite relaxed watching it, and just, it's just, I think it just pans out quite well. It's just quite good pace to it, and I think it's just generally a good horror film, one of the best Jason films, I think. So that's going to be in part 4, watching those 4 on the first day of the celebration in the Jason Boys. Let me know what you guys are watching or going to be doing on Halloween, and there's going to be another episode. I'm going to be showing you the next 4 films that I'm watching. So guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.